Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Forgotten Realms draft here on the channel. My name is Nikolai, and in this video, I'm going to be going pick by pick and play by play through the draft, talking through all of my decisions so you can level up in Limited. If you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content, and you can even click that little bell icon if you want to get notified when I post future videos. And yeah, if you want to catch the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. And looks like we have opened up a pretty powerful rare. Delina, the Wild Mage. It is a sweet little combo if you can get some of the pixie guides. It's also just like pretty scary on its own. It attacks for 6 power because on a minimum because you can copy itself. And sometimes even more if you roll a 15 to 20. So it on average attacks for like 7 power on turn 5, which is just pretty scary. And if you have anything bigger, like randomly playing like a good creature with ETB, like you can play like a Baleful Beholder and then like attack with Delina and like copy the Baleful Beholder, so get some nice power that way. So Delina is a slam dunk first pick. After that, this pack takes a turn for the worse. The Clutches is a bit slow. Finds the Prisoners is not my favorite card. Purple Worm did not perform as devastatingly as I was hoping it would, or maybe that's a good thing that it's not as devastating, but I thought this would come down on turn 5 a lot. Genie Windseer is a solid common. I find that my defensive blue decks don't really care about Genie Windseer as much. It's much more powerful as an aggressive card because on defense it's just a 4-mana 3/3. But I guess we'll figure things out. Okay, so pack 2 is a very simple pick. The best card in the pack is Dragon's Fire. It's the same color as my Delina, and so I'm going to take it. So very simple second pick. One thing you can do in a situation where maybe the Dragon's Fire is not in the pack and the best red card is the Fireball, or the only red card, is you think, well, Fireball is the best red card in the pack, which is the same as my first pick. The second best card in this pack, maybe Grim Wanderer, maybe the Sepulchre Ghoul, depending on where your mind is at. Evolving Wilds is a nice flexible pick, but you kind of like identify the best card on color and the best card off color, and then determine whether or not the delta is worth taking the card that is on color to stay with one color, or whether it's worth branching out. So I think if Dragon's Fire weren't in the pack, I would potentially take the Fireball anyway. Or I might just snap up a good 2-drop in the Sepulchre Ghoul. It goes well in black-red especially. So I like Dragon's Fire, but after that I would take the Ghoul. And then maybe I take the Fireball. I like Evolving Wilds, but less so in this set where you're not doing as much of fancy splashing and stuff. So we have a great start to the draft here. We have a couple of good red cards here. Am I quoting my own article? No. The article was actually quoting me, the article that I wrote. But yeah, I did write an article if folks are interested in checking that out. There's links to my articles in the description down below. Okay, so Eccentric Apprentice is pretty good. Blue-red doesn't really venture a lot, though, which makes this card a lot worse. So I'm not really planning on taking this because I still think there's solid red cards. There's a Valor Singer, there's a Swarming Goblins. There's also, so if I'm identifying the best red card in the pack, I think I like the Valor Singer, though Swarming Goblins is a nice combo with Delina. I just generally take the cheaper card in this situation. So I'm leaning towards Valor Singer. If I was thinking of an off-color card, the blue card's decent. The Shambling Ghast is decent. Spoils of the Hunt is solid as well. But I don't think any of them are more powerful enough than Valor Singer to be worth taking. Post the link. Article. That's a link to all of my articles. It's the newest one. Okay, so now we're seeing some white cards. We've kind of been seeing stuff in all of the colors, but we're just sticking to red. We get another Valor Singer here. There was a You Hear Something on watch. There's 4 good white cards here. And there's a couple of good black cards. We're seeing some blue, but we haven't seen any pixie guides for the ultimate combo with Delina yet. Barbarian class can do things with Delina. The dice rolling stuff we've never really got there, unfortunately. It's a kind of a cool concept. Swarming Goblins is the 5th best common in the set, according to who? According to who? No, not really a consideration with the Delina, because it's the only card. I like cards that are good on their own and then can work together sometimes, but I generally just take good individual players. Okay. So we see another pack with some good white cards. There's also some good black cards, like the Sepulchre Ghoul, and then there's like a Hoarding Ogre. I could just stick to mono red here, get some treasure synergies, or I could take like the Ghoul or the Hoard Dropper. Minimus Containment is solid, but I know that I'm playing red at this point, and so a guaranteed Hoarding Ogre versus like potential of any of these other things. I like leaving myself really open going into pack 2, so if I open up anything great, I can just seize the day. Minimus Containment is nice. I already have one removal spell. I'm seeing some black and some white.
Good luck, Nikolai.
Thank you, D. Carmona. I appreciate the support. Thanks for subscribing for 5 months. That's a long time. I appreciate it. So here we see a Hema Pashar. There's also an improvised weaponry, a fine red card. I'm also, one of the things I'm doing here is I'm taking every single red card so the person next to me doesn't see any red card. And so there's no way they'll play red, or maybe the person even next to them doesn't play red. And so even though I'm passing some white cards, white maybe or may not be open. I mean, we're seeing like you hear something on watch, which isn't the best card for a aggressive red deck, which a lot of red decks end up being aggressive. So I'm just going to take the weaponry, leave myself open for a good pack too. Contact is good, Shortcut's reasonable, Zombie Ogre's fine, Devoted Paladin's fine. I'm just going to take one of the red cards. Boots of Speed does go well in an aggressive red deck. And Earth Cult Elemental does work well with the Hoarding Ogre and with the Delina to a certain extent. I'm much happier with Boots of Speed, though. If I can get some Hobgoblin Captains, I'll be really happy to have this. And Earth Cult is kind of a hit or miss card. And giving Delina haste is really nice. So I'm going to take Boots of Speed. And we get an Earth Cult anyway. We've just taken every single red card, so we're kind of in good shape here. I don't think we're not going to play mono red because there's really no incentive to play mono red instead of branching into another color. We're seeing some blue cards here. Scion is kind of cute with Delina. We could maybe move into a dice rolling deck at some point, but we see some green cards in Bull Strength. We've been seeing white, kind of seeing a lot of the other colors, to be quite honest. Okie doke. There's a Jaded Sellsword, but I already have 2 4-drops. You don't want to get too many of those bad boys in your deck. There's a Spare Dagger, which can go well with some stuff. I'm not really going to hope to play the Sellsword or the You Come to a Null Camp, because I'd rather just play an equipment than the Null Camp card. I'm just going to take the Evolving Wilds. I've got plenty of playables, and this will make my mana a decent amount better. Yeah. They can make my mana nicer if because it looks like I'm going to be a heavy red deck. I could take a second Evolving Wilds just to give myself even more flexibility. I'm not the biggest fan of Grim Wanderer, so it's really hard to get going. But 2 Evolving Wilds gives me a lot of, like, I can just play like a single Plains and splash a white card or things like that. Late Spoils of the Hunt, I'll take that over the Spiked Pit Trap. I do like this Pit Trap, but late, pretty solid green card. And then we get a late white card in case we want to go that direction. I kind of like just taking the best card here because I could still go any direction. I sometimes play the door. I'm never going to play the longbow. Wow, we get a last pick Evolving Wilds. That's kind of insane. I'm probably not going to play all 3. Okay, so pack 2. We do not open anything game-breaking. Delina was first pick. Null Camp is viable in some decks. Okay, so looking at where we're at now. We have random white card, random green card, random blue card. We could take a Minimus Containment, though I don't really mind staying more flexible. I think I'm just going to take the Goblins. Critical Hit's not particularly good. The Hill Gorger's fine. White was somewhat open. I'm just going to stick to the red cards that I know are going to make my deck. I don't really need to commit to anything else at the moment. The Evolving Wilds, I'm not going to play all 3, I don't think. But I like where we're at. Right now, we're in pretty good shape. So we have our red cards, which we're definitely playing, and then we just have other stuff. It is good to copy. Okay, so the rare is missing out of this pack. And the best card is probably Displacer Beast, though we don't venture at all, which makes that a lot worse. There's a Bard. There's another Boots of Speed. There's a Sellsword. There's an Ogre. I could even just stay open until pack 3 and see if I open anything really good in pack 3 as well. I'm just going to take the Boots of Speed. I'm hoping to get some 2-drops here. I haven't got any yet, but maybe we'll find something. Magic Missile. This should be a good pack for red as well. There is a Pixie Guide which combos with Delina, but I'm definitely just taking Magic Missile. I'm not even sure blue's open. I could splash this off of like a random island just so I could go for the combo, but this might even wheel. Magic Missile is just super good. Okay. Tiger Tribe Hunter, which can go well with some cards. Not really with what I'm working with. But this does work well with Delina. A lot of things do. I'm just going to take another Valor Singer. I find myself not playing this card all the time, even when I do have it. And I do like Valor Singer. Barbarian. There's another Swarming Goblins. Hey, J-Rolla. There is a Targnar, which we did see a late spoils of the hunt. There's also another Swarming Goblins or a Plundering Barbarian. And there's a Knoll Hunter in this back. I'm gonna take another Goblins, I think. I don't mind Targnar, but I just like taking cards that are guaranteed to make my deck. Some good black cards, but then I'll just take a Fireball. Some more green cards. Lurking Roper is definitely the best card in this pack. But I have no life gain. But I think it's still worth taking. Late Knoll Hunter. Kind of like this combo. Sack a Goblin to the Earth Cult. Or land. Knoll Hunter's pretty good. Take the Bard. Guess I end up in green. Basilisk. Some life gain for my Roper. Wow, that's a late you beat in a tavern. Okay. So it's looking like we're going to play red-green. And we have opened up Battlecry Goblin. There's also a Dancing Sword. So easy Battlecry. If it wasn't in the pack, I would take the Dragon's Fire. If that wasn't in the pack, I'd probably just take the Dancing Sword or the Hoarding Ogre. Yeah, Battlecry is what we need. Nice little 2-drop action. Looks like we're going to be red-green. We did get a Gold Dragon. We have 3 Evolving Wilds. It's an easy splash. That's a pretty slam dunk pick as well. I wouldn't mind this, another Hoarding Ogre for sure, but this is a really easy dragon. And now a Morning Star. There's also a Grim Bounty. But we just want 2-drops. Where did it go? Okay, there is Hoarding Ogre, Lightfoot Rogue. Take the Ogre. We have some pretty powerful, expensive cards. Thieves' Tools is a pretty good combo with the Ogre. We'll just keep taking the red card. Why not? Okay, there's another Herd Gorger. Herd Gorger works well with the Ogres. I'm really looking for Dwarves, but maybe I just need 2-drops. And I have some die rolling. I have 1, like 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have some dice rolling. Not a very good card, though. Third Strength. I didn't take a Knoll Hunter. I took something else over the Knoll Hunter. I think I maybe took like an Earth Cult Elemental or like some random red card. We can just put all these cards in the sideboard for now. Because we have like a mono red deck here. Essentially. And then we can just sprinkle in some cards of other colors. Thanks to our treasure generators and our evolving wilds. So we're definitely going to splash the Gold Dragon. The Rust Monster is really good with these treasures, so that's a great pickup. I'm glad that wheeled. We might be like one of the only red drafters. No camp. Oh, wow. We'll take it. Not the most aggressive deck, so Boots of Speed might not be what we want. Or the null camp, honestly. How many creatures do we have? 15 creatures. I'd want a few more before I was happy playing the event in a tavern. The Ghoul is a sack outlet for nothing really. Hexblade. Okay. So just some base level cuts. Pretty easily off the bat. And wants me to play 4 planes. Okay. Let's just do it like that for now. I'm just going to cut the Boots of Speed. And you come to a null camp. My deck's not about that aggro lifestyle. What other cards are super aggressive? The Dwarf might just be necessary for 2-drop density. I don't mind playing a couple of these bad boys. Just a bunch of 6-drops, 5-drops. Just a lot of expensive cards. 17 creatures. I don't really want to play You Come to Meet in a Tavern. I just kind of want to just win with just casting those things over and over. Spoils could be fine. The Basilisk could be a fine defensive option. It's way better than Brazen Dwarf. I roll 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. I have 10 dice rolling cards, and this card still isn't good enough. That's pretty funny. 2, 3, 4. Kind of need 4 2-drops, though. Maybe. Put it together, and what have you got? Bippity-boppity-boo. Huh. I don't really need that many green cards. I'm just such a... I have so many just good red cards. Like, I don't want to cut any of my red cards. Windfall is just nice for ramping me up to a 6-drop. This card's bad. I'm just going to cut it for quality reasons. 1, 2, 3, kind of 4. I don't really need Bull Strength to win. Do I need a random 3-drop that's off color? I can just have Roper as a defender and then just win with other things. I have 2 Herd Gorgers. I don't really need this guy. I have plenty of 4-drops. Not sure if I need the Valor Singer. Maybe I don't need 3 of them. They do make all these goblins pretty scary. They're like pseudo equipments. So I like that for them for that reason. What do I want to cut as my last couple? So I have some removal spells. Yeah, I've got a Dragon's Fire, or Weaponry, a Missile, a Spoils, Fireball. Not the biggest fan of Fireball, to be honest. But I think I need something to kill big creatures. How many creatures into this build? 18. That's kind of good for you meeting a tavern. But it is double green relatively early, and I hope to play like 7 forest or something. 5. Excuse me, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What to cut, what to cut. Cut one of those guys. Let's just cut 2 Valor Singers and see how that goes. I have the Morning Star and the Battlecry Goblin to work with those as well. Yeah, let's try it like this, maybe. And I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and special shout out to those at the credits level. If you as a viewer feel like my content has provided you with $1 worth of value and you'd like to give back and support the channel, the Patreon is the best way to do so. And as my way of saying thank you to patrons, I provide some rewards like access to my card by card tier list for each set. I really do appreciate all of the patrons, and I really cannot thank you enough for helping me continue to produce these videos. Without further ado, though, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. We will keep this on the draw. All of our expensive cards, but we do have a 2-drop and a 3-drop, so we're fine. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be playing the old elementals. I kind of want to try them. Oh, no. Wow. That's, terrifying. What can I do to make this work better? What could they have? Herald of Hadar. That's a good draw, but I don't really care about the Herald. But killing the Herald leads to 4 damage. Am I really pressuring them right If the answer to that question was yes, it seems like I am now trying to pressure them. Boom! 2 tokens. I could have made the Basilisk. Oh. Okay. My game is lagging a little bit. I'll try to fix it. Boom! Only they must sacrifice. Just chipping away. Ah, never mind. Why didn't I throw an extra 1/1 token on it, you might ask? I was not paying attention. but it'll work out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I swear. Okay. So I did not do that particularly well. I should have just blocked with an extra 1/1. I forgot about Herald of Hadar. Let's see. Should have just taken the damage, to be quite honest. Or just kept back Basilisk. I'm worried about this thing bringing something back, but that's just bound to happen eventually now, I guess. Okay. Yes! I didn't want something that could block my 6/6 profit. So I may have messed up, but we're going to get the win anyway, it looks like. We're going to gain a lot of life off this thing, though. So maybe not. They're gaining back like 10 life. I think we still got him. That was a unfortunate draw for us. I'll admit it. 6, 7, 8. Trades with the wolf. Next turn we can go all out. Okay, I think we're still good, right? Block, 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 yeah. Whew, I messed up that block against the giant, but we still got there. Cool. I just chumped with an Earth Cult Elemental for no reason, but got the job done. Oof. See you folks next round. Welcome to round 2. This is a sketchy hand. I'm gonna mulligan this. It's got 2 lands. It needs to draw an extra, like, couple lands to really work. This is much better. Kind of want to ditch the Herd Gorger. And I'll be shuffling the Herd Gorger back in. Rewarded. I'm going to get my planes. Hopefully I can find another green source by 10-7. Yep. This is so brutal. I think I have to kill the Kalain because otherwise they're gonna have massive creatures that I can't deal with. Spread your token. They're gonna play like a hoarding ogre or something. And max punished. Not really. This is still fun. I could have killed that if I used a treasure for it. I'll trade Rust Monster for Rust Monster, I think. Because theirs is better because it has a treasure out with it. Aye! Ah! Big roll, baby! Big money roll! Let's go! I needed that because now I can go block, double block. Take it from the vampire spawn. I don't know why players always try to make these trades. They just like desperation trades or whatever. You don't want to trade a 5-3 for a 4-3. It just gives me an advantage over time. Because now your 5-3 can't like help double block this guy as much. I'm going to go for a little bit of a fancy play here. I'm going to play the Hoarding Ogre. And then I'm going to try to trade it with the Fang Blade by attacking with it. Because that way... My first thought was to say Gorgeous George, because that's what Marshall Sutcliffe calls it. I don't care if they try to 2-for-1 me with this. What is happening? Je ne comprends pas. Glad I have a bunch of like Earth Cult Elementals and stuff to draw. Crunch. I just have a lot of expensive cards in this deck. Just boom, bam, crash. Ooh. Now I will attack all, because if they double block this thing, they're just toast. And Lurking Roper's back! Haha, let's go! Good job, Dragon. You work so well with the Roper. Who would have thought that the creature of the sky works so well with the tentacle creature of the ground? The land octopus, as the Roper is known. But, like, I waited my time and then I get... Oh, no. Farewell, Dragon. Oh, no, they're just... Ah, the old suicide with the 2-3 technique. I know it well. Well, that worked out. Patience, Iago. Only time will tell. If you have a good sense of humor, you can win any game. Looks more like a squid to you. Well... Crazy to me that the giant squid is actually real. Or at least, I think it's real. I feel like I've seen photos of giant squids, like, beached. Maybe they're not real. But I feel like they're real. But it's, like, crazy to me that those exist, because I always thought they didn't exist, and then I saw a photograph, and I was like, wow, that's insane. But maybe the photo is, like, an internet meme or something. I don't know. Maybe if I just Google, is the giant squid real? The internet will give me the answer. The largest squid ever recorded was almost 43 feet long. Oh my gosh. They suspended bait beneath a research vessel off of the Ogasawara Islands to try and hook a giant squid. After 2006. The primary predator is the whale. The number of squid beaks found in the stomach of stranded or hunted whales. Jeez Louise. Well, back to the game. This is a keep. We need another red source to play this, but it'll help catch us up. We've got our good Earth cult here. The cult of the Earth. Oh no! Goodbye, sweet horde robber. Getting taken down. Can't block it. Oh no. Are they actually spending the treasure to equip it? It's so crazy how, like, little we know about the ocean. It's a crazy time in the city. I'll just get my 2-for-1. I don't care if they get another treasure. No, the UNT! The Fang Blade! Curse you and your fangs! I will play this so I can block the Lord Robber. I'm so confused. What? Why wouldn't they put that on the Fang Blade? Fang Blade gets them a good trigger. Though I guess they don't care about scrying or whatever. I don't know. I'm a tad worried about spoils at the hunt or something. I'm hoping they tap all their treasures to cast something and I can get a good earthquake going. Like, if they tap out for their, like, I don't know, bird gorge or something. Okay, sure. Doesn't look like they're attacking with the Fang Blade anyway. Boom, 14. Whoa, they got rid of the Horde Robber? Je ne comprends pas. Fine if they spend their mana re-equipping and stuff. Sure. Come at me, Brohim. I'm ready. Put him up, matey. But I mean, you can bring. Oui, mon bureau. Je parle français. Comme ci, comme ça. Si je pratiquais, je... Much better. Plus supérieur. I don't know the exact wording. Okay, Je Battlecry Goblin. Le gobelin de Battlecry. Merci, Mufti. Merci. I could have just done an extra 6 to them, but I wanted to develop both of these threats. Okay, that's totally fine with me. I think I'm about to win, right? Like, the Battlecry Goblin just does, like, 10 extra damage to them. Yeah, they do get a Goblin. Okay, that could help. Maybe. So I can make every Goblin +3/+3. I have 1, 2... I attack with everything. The Herd Gorger blocks, like, my Battlecry Goblin. This thing chumps that. This thing chumps there. They take. Yeah, this is gonna work, I think. No, I needed a little bit of a bigger roll from you. Boarding Ogre, pourquoi? I could have equipped for trample on that guy. That was also a consideration. Oh. Really? I think they're dead. Yeah, they take 1 billion. I think I was gonna sack the Morningstar. That was kind of my plan. Make them chump that guy as well. Well, that was good. Battlecry Goblin showing their worth. Oh, man. Stretch. Comment dit-on stretch en français? Je ne sais pas. Frère Jacques, frère Jacques. S'étirer. Oh, it's a reflexive verb. Je m'étirerai. Je m'étirerai. Qu'est-ce que c'est sap? I think it would be hello. Hello. Or geez Louise, there's something it's like how you say like how you it's like how is it going? It's not like comment allez-vous? It's not that. It's like salut. Ça va. Yeah, exactly. Ça va. Ça va bien? Ça va? We'll keep this hand. All of our removal in one beautiful place. Ça va? The Ranger's hawk inside the mountain. Ça va? That was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Gaelon. Salut is another good one. Salut! Comment allez-vous? Ouh, merci beaucoup. Je jouais un jeu de le Magic de gathering. I don't know the word for gathering in French. A fail. Joke. I'm gonna wait. Exactly, Tyust. A great place to practice French. Please equip. You might be wondering why I didn't use the weaponry. It's because I don't have anything to play with the mana anyway, and I would rather just get the make them waste their turn essentially. Never lucky. Magique le rassemblement. Je suis Edmond Dantes, le comte de Monte Cristo. L'Assemblée. This has become a French language stream. Okay. Somewhat punished for my play. Yeah, pretty happy with this exchange. Oh, gosh. I could have also gone for the deal 2 on the other guy. I'm just gonna go for this guy first. Because that way I don't have to like sack something that I care about. Like this card's actually really good with my 6/6 and my 7/6. Even though them sacking the land is pretty bad for them. Nasty hobbitses. What the heck is going on? No way am I blocking. Inspiring Bard, maybe? Oyster Bard, maybe? Sure thing, buddy. They sacked their equipment? Whoa. Hello.
You want a veggie burrito?
Oh, you got me a burrito?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll hang out in a minute.
You want
A plate would be nice. If we have plates. I'll come. Are you going to be home for a little bit? Yeah, I'll come hang out with you after this draft. Huh? Yes. Oh, druid class. Interesting. Well, we're going to attack them. They didn't activate it, so they have some combat trick. My suspicion is it's the +2/+0 lifelink and first strike type deal card. Essentially. Burrito! A burrito I was not expecting. Oh, my brother is the best. Brothers are awesome. Okay. You hear something on watch wouldn't do it. So they've got to have something here. I think I'm going to go for the obvious line. And then blow them out with my Spoils of the Hunt. Because I do want to threaten lethal at least. Come at me, bro. I'm ready. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. They're blocking the Trampler with their supposed chump block. Oh, I see, I see, I see. And they're just dead. Got him! Woohoo! Yes! This day gets better and better. The surprise burrito. Did you not have a burrito? You got me one too? Aw. You knew I would be home. Yum, yum. Ah, yes. So it wasn't rally maneuver. It was something else. Burrito. Burrito, burrito. Burrito and a good game. And a partridge in a pear tree. This is a good deck. It's always fun after playing in like Diamond and Mythic for a little bit to just go back to Platinum. I shouldn't eat this on stream. There's too much goodness wrapped up in this burrito. Oh, yes, burrito. Oh, yes. This was once a French language stream and is now a burrito stream. Oh, burrito. Oh, I don't know if I can resist the power of the burrito. I'm still gonna get my plains here, even though I need my forest for this guy. I'm way more likely to draw one of my forests. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get max value out of this magic missile. Oh, this burrito is so good. Okay, big play alert. They're attacking in. What are they representing? A combat trick, I guess. I want to get an attack with my Hoarding Ogre, though, so I'm not going to block. So maybe it's Bull Strength. That makes sense. And this way I can blow them out with Spoils of the Hunt if they don't do anything. Oh, opponent. You make it so obvious when you have your Bull Strength. You think you can beat me? You think you can mess with me? Oh, yes. It's obvious, opponent. You're an open book to me. I can read you like a magazine. Oh, opponent. Opponent, opponent, opponent. Well, Ray of Enfeeblement doesn't make sense. I guess it does make sense. Ray would have been kind of bad for me. And now they're holding back their Basilisk. So I just jam this thing. Goodbye, sweet treasure. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, get out of here, treasure. Or creature. Okay, so they might not want to block there anymore because this is actually a good trade for me because now my 6/6 can go in unopposed. And I'm not going to do it. I can still magic missile it. Somewhat punished. Sad day. So maybe I was supposed to kill that thing. Two dojins. Let's go. I could lose this game because of this Shesra making my 6/6 block. Not the best for me. Trading a 4/4 trample for a 4/3 is good for me. I hope they don't have something. Dang it, they have a combat trick. Rats. Oh. Oh, it's still a 2-for-1. That's so good for me. No! Oh, their deck is so irritating. There's so many bears and owls and... Where is my gold dragon when I need it? I'm holding this land in case I draw my plunder thing. Opponent. They're starting to pull ahead. The Shesra's getting the job done. No loss. That's bizarre to me. They must have a follow-up creature. Yeah. A loadsome troll. What is happening? Okay. So... Definitely want to use this on my turn. I'm holding a land because I have the unexpected windfall in my deck. So if I kill this... I kill the owl bear. Or I kill loadsome troll. Trading a 3/3 for a 6/2 is a fine deal. Now I just hope they low roll for a turn. Oh, they're activating it now, seeing if they can roll. Good roll. Of course they do. I've never had an opponent not roll high enough to work with their loathsome troll. They're in 2-shot range for my dragon. That's good news. in fine shape. Definitely winnable. We have 20 cards, so if we draw Adult Cold Dragon, we basically win. So that's a 5% chance every draw. Another Herd Gorger would be really good. That blocks this turn. Sure. Wow, that them doing that post combat's pretty. Oh, that's such a good draw. They can make this into a creature. I'm fine trading this for some creatures and some damage. Yep. Trading it for the land is fine as well. They might even block with their chests right here just so they don't take any damage. What they don't. Yes, go to the top of the library. Take that, loathsome troll. Finally, I catch a break. It's the troll. Are they gonna pay the life? Maybe. Morningstar was a good draw, it was. Oh, there we go. I kind of want to make this a 3/3 attack and then make Earth Cult Elemental just like a huge problem for them. Because they probably assume this will be able to untap them. Because I can sack it to the Elemental, but I have so many lands, I think it's probably bad. That's the perk of having a bunch of random 6-drops in my deck. Oh, that's a good draw. Hello. Jack?
Burrito!
Burrito! Jack got me a burrito. Burrito, burrito. How was the trip?
It's just weird because I feel like
Okay. Okay, Delina, carry me to victory. So Delina's attacking. I don't really want to attack my 2-1 or anything. Yes. Sacrifice a land, opponent. So they have to jump this 6/6. Maybe I was supposed to attack with everything. Yeah, that's making a lot of sense now. Haha! Justice. I think I would have just taken a chance at a reroll, right? Like, I would have said no and then just rerolled it. Yeah. They should have just declined. You're allowed to decline it and then roll again. Well, that game wasn't looking super good for a while, but just drawing big creatures, Delina was good. Slowly but surely, and I have a burrito, so But all of chat and YouTube will be dying to know what's in the burrito, man. I think vegetables. Vegetables. My brother got it for me. It's really good, though. Undefeated, let's go. Imagine if I got sponsored by a burrito company. I've never been sponsored before. What a first sponsor that would be. Sponsored by burritos. The natural food of the human being. Okay, I'm gonna put the burrito aside for now. It's focus time. This deck just feels like medium stuff. Just dumpsters, people. Ooh, getting out an Earth Cult early. Black-white venture, potentially. I didn't have a 2-drop, which is nice for me. Oh, no. Oh, it's each. Let's go. Panuni burritos. Panuni sounds Italian, I think, off the bat. Panuni, panuni, panuni. Or it sounds Russian. Panuni. You tell me you do not want the... And that was still Italian. You tell me you do not want to live in Italy. How could you say such a thing? Huh? Okay. Trust in the land off the top to let me play this Earth Cult and then attack and make a copy of it. Hey, Gapio. Oh, the half-elf monk! It's not good enough! It can't stop the Earth Cult! The Earth Cult is coming. The Earth Cult is coming. Come on, land, right off the top. Oh! Not so good. Actually, that's actually amazing. Holy heck, what a draw. I don't even care. That was such a good draw. That was such a good draw. The half-elf monk is going to block it. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh! Opponent! Boom! Boom! Oh! The triple magic missile! I'm gonna cry! Oh, the savagery! The brutality! Why? They just concede in the face of it. Oh, did they say good game? Oh my gosh, are they gonna concede? Panuni! Oh, the Panuni! I still miss my land, so... Yeah, I don't need any 15s right now. I'm just chilling. The humanity, it just feels so devastating. If I had drawn my Earth Cult, if I drawn a land for my Earth Cult Elemental at some point, it'll be great. Oh, the Panuni. Oh, the Cloister Gargoyle, sure. You'd scoop if you were the opponent. That's a little bit harsh, maybe. Panuni, please, don't tell me. I just want to live. Copy Indalina. I can't quite kill them. Okay, Ricky, that was bad. I'm not even going to read it out loud because doesn't even make any sense. Oh no, they're getting rid of my treasure. Well, they're just conceding. I didn't even get to do the cool Earth Cold stuff. But that magic missile, I drew the magic missile. I was briefly disappointed, and then I was like, oh, opponent. Poor little opponent. Your girlfriend is laughing out loud here because of you. Aw, that's so sweet, Banuni. Thanks for sharing. Unless you were referring to the fact that your girlfriend is laughing at Ricky's comment, in which case, I don't know, to each their own, I guess. Oh, gosh. Gappia said I'm mean? Oh, no. I would not want to be mean. No, no, no. Oh, the Gold Dragon finally makes an appearance. Coming in clutch in the final game. Ah, you gotta be kidding me, buddy, oh pal. Please, no. Not the Reaper's Talisman. No! I can see the skull. The skull! Ooh, they don't have a 2-drop? Get wrecked. Diabolical, yes. Mean, never. Oh, for Italian Banuni. Banuni. Is it not Italian? Maybe it is. Ah, yes. I don't know what my opponent's up to. I'm gonna play the Roper so that I can potentially spoil something bigger. I know I'm missing out on a Valor Singer damage if I do get to attack here, but I'm hoping to play Hoarding Ogre next turn. Ah, the Death Priest. Huh. I'm totally fine trading this off for a 3-2, or this 2-2, I mean. Keeping their board clear of creatures is fine for me. That thing can pose some problems down the line. And I just need to hit some lands. Oh, that's a problem. But I have my own, so I can answer it. At least in some respects. I'm fine with this trade. I suspect they're going to go for the equip and I'll spoils their guy. Really? Wow, their Ray of Enfeeblement would have been so good. Their Ray of Enfeeblement would have been so good against my Adult Gold Dragon. Get wrecked. I believe the phrase is get wrecked, scrub, or noob. Scroob. Ebenezer. Ebenezer. Aw. Thanks, Gunst. Gunst. You know, one of the things I love about German is that the word for eat is different if it's an animal or a human eating. I find that amusing. I should have gotten a forest, because I actually have double green cards. For a dog eating, it is... das Hund frisst. And for a human eating, it is... der Mann isst. What are trap cards? Trap cards are cards that I think are easy to look at and think, oh, this card is good, and they're actually bad. That's my definition of a trap card. In Yu-Gi-Oh!, a trap card is a card that you play face down, which you can then flip up later if some condition triggers it. Sure. No block, so I do not care if your 1-1 hits me. You know it because you are German. Could I buy a land, please? Yes! Double the treasure, double the fun. What? If they double block, that's insane. So now I'll play Delina, and I'll play the Adult Gold Dragon, get 2 Dragon hits in. Looks like we're going to get a max win run here. Undefeated. Wow. Way to go, Goblin Token. I wasn't jealous before we met. Now every goblin that I see is a potential threat. No! Talisman, it isn't true. Talisman, it is you. You overheard the sickest burn. I think of you. Okay, so I can do... This guy's a pretty good choice. If I roll a 20 or a highish number, I can play another Hoarding Ogre. I've rolled a lot of 1s today, but it doesn't really matter because I've been kind of decimating people. I don't know. Wow, them jumping would be really good for me. Because they can kind of get like a free sacrifice slash glad going. Could have attacked with the Roper and it would untap, but I didn't want them to like triple block it, so I guess that would have been fine for me. Wow, that's insane. They're getting rid of free value. They have so many lands. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's so brutal. I was so optimistic. Bye, dragon. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Ouch. Tough cookie. I should have attacked with this guy, probably. If they triple block, I can kill the Skullport Merchant, which is way better than the Roper. Okay. Just the horror. That's actually good for me as well. Oh, I have to sack a permanent? No! Feels bad. I was responding to a text message. You see, things started turning against me when I stopped eating this burrito. This is the magic burrito of infinite wins. Okay. Send in the Earth Cult Elemental. The Goon Squad, as he's known. Yep, I figured they wouldn't block. Go for maximum power toughness. And then we can zap him. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me. How many 1s am I gonna... How many 1s can a guy roll? Correct. Okay. Oh, they have Dracolich? That's a problem. Oh no. Not the Dracolich. Please, no! I don't want to die! I'm too young to die! What is happening? Oh, that was a good draw. That was a good draw. Are they dead on board? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. And in opposing end them. Well, dead to this thing. They can cast it from their graveyard, so I can't bother killing that. I can bother killing their other things, though. So I can kill their Rust Monitor. And they can sack it to Skullport Merchant. That gets rid of a blocker. I mean, unless they draw an instant or something. Should not matter. So if I zap this now, and then swing out, they block this, and they take lethal. Weaponry does go face, but this way they can't jump for 6. So I say I could do more damage this way. Good game. Yes! Oh, get wrecked, Dracolich. Things were looking brutal, but turns out that my adult gold dragon did not die in vain. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, 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 oh. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Russia. Rush it down on me. Getting 7 wins with no losses. Wow. I kind of like this deck. Performed really well. Basically mono red. The Earth Cults were sweet. The Goblins were sweet. The Ogres, I mean, didn't really do a ton. I kept rolling ones with them. But Goblin was great. Just a super chill deck. And we even had the sickest Magic Missile blowout. The wild mages that sacrificed themselves for the greater good. Wow. What a run. Pretty happy with that one. That last game was looking dicey. There was a game before that was kind of dicey, and then we just like jammed a couple of Herd Gorgers and we were chilling. Good mana base. The Dragon did some good stuff. Overall, a good time. I'm pretty happy with this deck, and it performed really well, and just kind of crushed people sometimes. I don't know. Yeah. If you made it all the way to the end of the draft, remember to hit that thumbs up button. It helps the video succeed. You can subscribe for more videos and click that bell to get notified when I post future videos. You can comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave hashtag perfect run, perfect burrito to let me know you made it all the way to the end, because I think the burrito was a major factor in keeping my morale boosted and allowing me to focus completely on the game. And yeah, that was a key player in our victories. You can. I also enjoyed how we kind of stayed mono red until like pack 2 almost, and then kind of figured it out from there. If you do want to support my work, you can do so via Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. There's a link to it in the description down below, and supporting over there gets you access to some rewards and helps me continue making these videos. You can also find a link to the Twitch stream if you want to catch my stream live, and if you would like to support me in another way, in a different way, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to my Twitch stream at no extra cost to yourself. Simply link your Amazon account and your Twitch account, and then you can use the Prime Gaming subscription and support my work at no extra cost to yourself. So because Amazon owns Twitch, it's a way that they let their Amazon Prime users support their favorite streamers, and you can do that each and every month. So if you've done that in the past, it like resets every month, so you can support me again, which is always cool. And if you would like to read my articles, I published a new article recently that I kind of referenced earlier in this article about in this video about the like trade-off between flexibility and power. You can find a link to all of my articles in the description down below. And yeah, tons of fun stuff. I really enjoyed this one. Great chat vibes, great just vibes in general, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.